MP in the house.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Now a look at the stats for him.
And, guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Money out there with Jalen Green. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Dillingham in at the 1 spot. And you know, with MP, he doesn't hide the fact that he's out to inflict. Oh, Clark!
Oh, my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
And now let's take it over to the sidelines for a bit on MP. DA.
Well, guys, we've got the makings of a shootout in this one with guys on each team that can fill up the scoreboard. When I asked MP if there would be an emphasis on defense, he said, sure, DA. That's for the rest of my team. My job is to put up points, lots of them. We'll see how that plan works out. Kevin?
Well, defense is huge, but, man, the kid can score. I've loved watching his game, and this should be interesting. For 3, Edwards. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. They kick it out to Green. Shot on the wing. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Back to Edwards. It's rebounded by Houston. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And that was a confident shot. Love when Edwards just rises up and fires off the dribble.
Thompson outside. He tries for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now, here's Green. He had 15 points last outing. Pass to Money. Up top, Şengün. Defended by Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play. And now look at the numbers for Edwards. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. First in scoring, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Thompson. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Here's Smith. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Smith's got his second basket.
Good stuff that time from Smith, stepping in for his jumper.
Left side, Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
One-on-one fast break. Here's Dillingham. And it's blocked by Şengün.
Lots of athleticism for the long center. Şengün getting it done.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Minnesota's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. For Minnesota, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skill.
Kept alive. Here's Gobert. And he goes big with the dunk right over Jabari Smith.
The Frenchman doesn't mess around down there. Gobert, what a vicious throwdown.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Thompson outside. Stolen by McDaniels. Down low. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Powerful move that time by Randall. And he'll go to the free throw line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
And it's Smith missing.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. A three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got 10.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. He's been absolutely relentless.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Rockets. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, there's Minnesota, 2.5 games back.
And, you know, for Houston, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Here's Randall following the basket by Jabari Smith. A nice shot by McDaniel.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Money. 23 points for him the last game against New York.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off it. Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
And Green slams it in.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Pass to McDaniels. Now to the middle. Here's Gobert, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gobert's got his second basket of the night.
Clearly the strength of Gobert's game. Tough cover down low.
Money passes to Şengün. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Rockets, Brooks comes in for Şengün. And Shepherd subbed in for Green. Houston moving it around. Money passes to Shepherd. Rocket 6 for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Timberwolves have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Knicks was outstanding. He scored 23 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. And this just speaks to the star that he is. He's able to put the team on his back and deliver. Guys?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all big time. Good on Brooks for making that extra pass. That was the smart play.
Dillingham with it. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Outside for Randall. Off target with his 3. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 1. Money passes to Shepherd. Thompson surveying the floor. Three-pointer, Brooks. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
And let's now go to Shams Charania. He's standing by with breaking news out of the Eastern Conference. Shams.
Thanks, Kevin. Getting closer to the trade deadline, the Milwaukee Bucks have not hesitated on taking action. They were in the market for a proven scorer, and I'm told they found one. Jordan Clarkson has always been terrific moving downhill, making tough shots in traffic. And to loosen up the driving lanes, he's become a legitimate threat from deep. Everyone around the league can't wait to see how they integrate him into their system.
Thank you, Shams. Great to hear from you as always. The Rockets trail. Here's Money. He's got 8. Here's Smith. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Randall. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside Edwards. Pass to Dillingham. Here's Randall. Dillingham with it. Gobert with a screen for Dillingham. Rockets with the rebound. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Smith with the stuff.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 1. And we'll get things. Group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Jock Landale. Randall comes in for Miller. Edwards, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Houston with a big group substitution here. Smith checked in for Şengün. Murray comes in for Dylan Brooks. Thompson, he's checked in for Tari Eason. And Money subbed in for Shepard. Thompson with the bucket.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Prince out there with Randall. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Dillingham. And it's Edwards in at the 2-guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Releases. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Inside, puts it up from 7. Edwards fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. McDaniels, he's checked in for Taurean Prince. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Hey, I know analytics shuns the mid-range game, but I tell you what, these guys have the shooters that can knock them down, and they're making it pay tonight.
And the shot is good. Edwards got 21.
And, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
From downtown, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And here is Green. 5 points in the game.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Here's Green. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Green's got 7 points in the game.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Outside Edwards. The offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, he gets there so often. Gobert would like to make these at a higher clip.
The Timberwolves shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Back to Edwards. Fires it up. Another miss by Minnesota. Houston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target from outside. Timberwolves leading by 22. And he drives in, and that one is hammered home.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Edwards drives in. And finished off by Edwards.
Edwards is a load to stop on the bounce simply because he's got a football player's build.
Money passes to Murray. Green kicks to Thompson. From deep, buries the long-range jumper. Thompson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Rockets.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Now here's Randall. He had 10 points in the win against Washington. Outside Edwards. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Timberwolves lead by 19. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Teams are return to the second quarter. And get ready for the big.
Thanks.
This is the kind of selfless effort you love to see. They bought into the game plan. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, guys.
That coaching staff had. And now that we have some time, let's see how the All-Star vote. And that is it for half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's five. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Green is out there with money, and it's Thompson in at the small forward.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
And rejection by McDaniels. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpy's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. Here's Money. He's got 13. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
It's taken away by Smith. Pass to Green. Gobert with the block.
So good at finding these swats. Gobert loves reaching out and sending them away.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. No one near Randall as he lets it go. No good with the triple. Outside, Green. Houston moving it around. Here's Şengün. And a miss there on the triple.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Randall with the ball. Now Green defending. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. Knocks down the three ball. Dillingham's got 8 points.
Getting the ball to somebody ready to stroke it. Selfless play by Edwards there.
Green finds Smith. Here's Money. Edwards defending. Money, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to McDaniels. Edwards against Green. From deep. Great D that time from Money. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 10.
Green, impressive range from deep. He knows how dangerous he can be from there.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Gobert with a screen for Dillingham. They get it back. Randall from outside gets the three-pointer to fall.
You know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün Jie is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. And Shepard subbed in for Green.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Here's Money. Rebound, Minnesota. Randall's got his fifth rebound in this one. Dillingham with it. Picked up by Shepard. Edwards, shot is good.
He's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
And it's Shepard, top of the key. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Shepard's got 5. Minnesota's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And a moment up. Timberwolves leading by 20. We've got Prince. Hardaway is out there with Curry. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Yeah, you know, he's cooking now. Cooking with gas, as I like to say. And once he flips the switch, Brogdon stays in aggressive attack mode.
Clark, when you played, virtually every team had an enforcer. But that is a rare breed, it seems, in today's game.
Yeah, that's a good observation by you, I think, Kevin. I mean, a lot of teams had more than one enforcer back in the early 80s when I was playing. There's less physicality in general in the NBA today. I think that's why you see fewer enforcers, and there's a much greater premium on skill level than the enforcement component that existed in the early 80s and maybe a little beyond that.
And this one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Pass to Landale. To the inside. Here's Prince. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, once Prince gets good inside positioning, he's going to work.
Şengün passes to Thompson. There's a screen. Floats one. That one's not going to go. Prince with the defensive effort. Minnesota leading by 21. Down low. Here's Hardaway. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Green. The rebound by Malcolm Brogdon. Brogdon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Shoots the 3. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
When you think about Brogdon and his three-point shooting, it really is a factor and a function of him being so good in the mid-range.
Here's Green on the mark with the 15-footer.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Now for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities, they're the visibility, they're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserve more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall.
Brogdon kicks to Hardaway. Back to Brogdon. Pass to Cook. And good coming on the assist by Brogdon.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here.
Sometimes the shots just don't fall. Hey, they're professionals too.